Hi, dear friends. I am live on Facebook for you as well as recording this session. So I thought I'd give you this little gift from me, from Reba, to you all to finish up this year, the year 2021. And of course, many things have happened within Reba. That means the working team of Sarah Dawn and Peace Arnold, and of course, Irene Jovi Bauman and Armando Sanchez in Spain, and a lot of people all around the world. And I would like us just to reflect. So if you like to take pen and paper, and then we will start a little retrospect, a little review of our year. And there might be people coming in on Zoom, and I will ask everybody to silence yourself just for the time. And so everybody's getting pen and paper to be with us and do a little review of this year. Can you hear me, Hydro? Hydron cannot hear me. Okay. Okay, well, so I would like you to write down about the last year and maybe the last 2 years. Leonard's passing is about 2 years ago. So just going back in the events that happened December 2021, so just this month, maybe then going back through the calendar, November, October, September, and just going back through the months and write down anything that was specifically important to you, or maybe to humanity, or to this this time of in for society, the COVID situation and the cultural situation and anything that was happening. So just write down what you remember of this year, going back month by month. Rudolf Steiner suggests that we go back every night and review the day. So what we're doing now, we are reviewing the last year and maybe the last 2 years. So writing down about your learnings, the teachings, the challenges, and anything that happened to you, happened with you, happened for you, and just writing that down. I give you a moment to write, and I will see if anybody is on Facebook. I actually don't see it, but that's okay. So going back the summer of this year, did you manage to go on a holiday? Did you stay at home? Your work situation, relationships, conflicts. Well, this is a time where we have lots of challenges in our relationship with separation. This is a time for strong ego-centered discussions. Who's right? What is right? What is our moral, and what is our story about what is happening to us and in the world? So going back to the spring of this year, for Reba, we had in November, we had the celebration for Leonard's birthday, in September for his day of passing, and we had trainings, and we had the SALT experience with Irene, Jovi Bauman, and me on Ibiza. So anything that you experienced, write it down. And if you like, you can go back also in the time till Leonard's passing, till you heard the message. So what did you, the emotional sides, that's especially for me, of course, being so personally involved in his life, and also he in my life, of course. So, and we are broadcasting this here out into the Rebirthing International Community Group. So all of you might have had a relationship with Leonard. But this is in general, this is for anybody reflecting on their life. So I'm just giving possible suggestions. How did your work situation change? What changed in all this time during COVID? Last year I got stuck in India, which was wonderful. It wasn't getting stuck, but it was a beautiful time for myself, having nothing to do but writing on my book and enjoying nature in the beautiful Rishikesh Sadan. So if you are watching this video later, you can pause it here and really write down and take your time to reflect and just look at the events, maybe for this last year and maybe for the last 2 years. And you can see the emotional qualities. Did you come out? Do you feel better now than before? What is the evolution in that? Do you feel better than you felt 2 years ago? Did you feel you made emotional progress? Did you have understandings and learnings? Or some people feel more angry, more upset, more stuck than they felt 2 years ago. So that's just something to write down. And I would like us to focus first on one experience that was challenging for you, and write down that challenging experience that you had. Something that might need your forgiveness, so that we can do a little meditation on this event, on specific people, maybe also on ourselves. Was there something in the last year that I deeply regret and that I feel like I could have done better? Regret just means I will next time to do it differently. So that should be the outcome of our reflection. So do you have a challenging event that might need your forgiveness? And maybe it needs our compassion. Maybe we ourselves need the compassion for ourselves in critical situations, in difficult situations. And of course, humanity as a whole has gone through tremendous uproar, and it's not finished yet. So that is a challenge also. Because predictions say that we are moving into a new world of peace, of harmony, of connection to our intuition, of connection, deeper connection to the divine presence. And to get there, we have to let go of the old. So this is what this is about. When we reflect, we have a purpose in our reflection. We want to look at the difficult things and say, okay, it went that way, so we can't change it. It's okay that it went that way. We did our best. And now I would like us to speak the words of the Ho Oponopono. And you can do that while you're silenced on the microphone, and you can do that at home. And the words, it starts off with, I am so sorry. So look at the event and the challenge that you wrote down, and just really deeply from your heart, express feeling sorry. I'm sorry that this happened. You can also write it down. I am sorry that it happened. I am sorry for what I said, for what I did. It shows greatness if we can say, I'm sorry. Because it means that the next time I'm going to behave differently. I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to change my attitude. And the next one is, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Well, ultimately, we can say that the universe is a friendly place. That's at least my attitude for living. The universe, Einstein said that the most important question we can ask ourselves is the universe friendly or is it hostile? And so if we consider the universe hostile, then we will expect attack, hardship, difficulties. If we think that the universe is friendly, it gives us also an understanding, okay, if the universe is friendly, that anything that happens is based on true love, a love for me. It is given to me to look at my attitudes, to look at my behavior, and to reflect on it and to use it in a different way. So if we are living in a friendly universe, that means God is at our side and not against us. He is not throwing challenges at us to punish us, but to uplift us. And then when we look at that event that you're now focusing on, please forgive me means not in the sense something bad happened, but I am giving love to that situation. Forgiving love. I am giving love to that situation. I am giving love to the events in 2021. I'm giving my love to everything that happened, that humanity as a whole experienced. that people did to each other, the conflicts, the separation. Please forgive me. And in that state of oneness, we are all one. I did it to myself. You did it to yourself, whatever you did to other people. In that consciousness of oneness, we experience the same emotion. And whatever I think will be perceived by somebody else on the other side of the world. For healing humanity, we have to understand that forgiveness and feeling sorry for all the suffering and all the drama and all the craziness that we have created in the past, and we can cut it. We can say, we stop it. I am sorry, please forgive me. I stop it. And the next words are, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for being there in this with me. Thank you for everything that happened. Thank you for all the people that were my friends. And thank you for all the people that we could call our enemies. People that don't like us. People that don't want to be connected with us. People that talk bad about us. Thank you. Thank you from the depths of my heart for being there. All people, all events in 2021. Thank you. I love you. And that is the fourth important part of the Ho Oponopono. I love you. But it's not I love ice cream or I love minor things. It is bigger than that. It is a love that means union. That means oneness. That means understanding, connection. And then it is not just a mental attitude that I have. I think I love you. And if you say something bad, next moment my love disappears. Then it wasn't really love. Leonard had a whole list of definitions of love, what it meant to really love. It meant saying no to other people without losing their love and saying yes to other people all the time. So there were different definitions in it. But it was always based on that ground of being, we share something, we are in it together. Thank you, I love you. And we're all learning it. I am not perfect, far from it, but I contemplate the principles to my best ability and try to do our best, as we all are. We are all divine beings. We are all light. We are all beauty. We are doing our best here on this planet at this moment. If we knew how to do better, we would. So that is also part of seeing it as a friendly universe. If we would do better, we would do it. And so Byron Katie is a great inspiration for this. So looking back at your event that you wrote down, I am sorry that this happened. I didn't know how to do better. Please forgive me if I hurt you in any way. I will do better next time. Thank you. I appreciate that event. That means thank you. I'm grateful for that event. Thank you that it happened, because it gave me an opportunity to reflect. And I love you. I am love. I am love and you are love. And so we don't even have to think about it. Leonard always thought that I should know that he loves me, because sometimes I wanted to know, do you love me? And he would always, he would not respond to that question, because he felt that everybody should know that they are loved. So we should know that we are loved in this friendly universe. So to move into the new, the 2022, the beautiful number, we want to have our back clear of all the events, so you can work with this and you have your list and look at each event, each person that did something, or that rubbed you in any way and that moved your emotions. And then you can use it to reflect on your emotions and look at your consciousness. So there is this by David Hawkins, this map of consciousness. You know, where are you in your emotions? Are you in fear? Have you been in fear? Have you been in anger in this situation? And move up the ladder to gratitude, to peace, to love, to contentment, to loving, and vibrate in that way. And that's what we want for 2022. So to complete the year 2021 and 2020, and even maybe 2019, we can speak these words together. Ho Oponopono. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And I would also like to look at one event from last year which made you really grateful, where you felt that superpower of the universe being behind you, supporting you, being at your side, giving you something that you didn't even expect, and that was so precious. So make a list now of, or take one of the events that you wrote down where something happened that was so overwhelmingly beautiful. Maybe something happened in a relationship. Somebody gave you a look, a word, something that moved you to tears. Maybe something unexpectedly from the outside came to you. So we also want to give thanks to the positive things that happened to us in 2021 or 2020 or 2019. And there's probably many. So if your list has mostly the negative, I encourage you to work on that list and make that list a little bigger for the positive things there. The surprises where the universe was showing you, we are at your side, we are there with you. Here you receive something, here you have something beautiful. It depends on which level of consciousness we are. We might pay attention to the more negative things than the positive things. Or we judge them as negative and positive, because ultimately we could see everything as a positive event, as an inspiration to fulfill our mission in this life. So look at one event where the universe surprised you with that goodness, that love, that all-knowingness to take care of you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all the gifts of the universe. If I judged them as negative, hurtful, or if I felt that precious love in those events, I thank the universe, God, love, consciousness for those precious gifts that I received in this last year, the year that is coming to an end. All these precious relationships, all the precious encounters that I had in this last year, and there were many, more than I can see, maybe sometimes. But I will now focus on those events that enriched me, that strengthened me. The discussions that helped me to be a more loving person, and that helped me to find my own way. Giving thanks to every animal, to nature, that it's still sustaining us no matter what we do to its animals and to the plants and to the trees. And I would like us to thank our angel, the angel that is always right next to us. Feel your angel standing behind you. The angel who's always with you in each lifetime. Encouraging you to go for more wisdom, more understanding, and more love. The angel that is with your soul from beginning of time. So let's move on to the year 2022. And the first thing, of course, we could make our own wishes or desires that we would like to come true. And I would suggest always our desires to be in alignment with the universal desire or the universal mind, so that it's in alignment. So our personal wishes in alignment with the universal need for harmony, love, or the universal vibration, I would say, not need. So is there anything that you would like to have happen personally in your relationships? Maybe there's something in your health. Make little categories in your list for your health, for your relationships, professional. Do you have any goals for your professional life? And again, I encourage you to keep working on this because it's good. We have a mind so that we can send out our will. It's very important. It's good that we have our will. It's the physical, it's the emotional, and it's the I that has a will. And that will and that I has to rule and run the direction of our life. And that I is connected. That is the soul, that is the oneness that we're living in. And we have to use that with our will. But this will, of course, is not the ego-driven will that wants something. Oh, I want 1 million more than my neighbor. I want a more shinier car or something like that. I think that kind of abundance is limited to a small part of us. We want to look at our future desires as something that is uplifting for humanity, that brings more love and more wisdom to the world. So what are your goals to participate, to create more wisdom and more love, more health, more understanding, more peace in the world? It's okay to have our personal wishes, but we will find a lot more fulfillment when we think about what we can do to uplift all of us. We transcend our own egotistical desires and competitions. So this is what I would like us to focus on in our vision for 2022, welcoming the year by saying, I am going to participate in the race of consciousness of humanity, in more loving relationships in my environment, in more abundance and prosperity for the people around me. And that, of course, includes me, but it is not only for me. How can I contribute to the well-being of other people? We are moving into the new era, the new time of peace and love, and we have to participate in it. So if we're only wishing something for ourselves, like all the best wishes that we can have for ourselves, if we don't expand that into the oneness, into the all people concerned, into nature concerned, it is fruitless. I have that vision, and many people, the children of Garabandal, said so, that the Mother Mary predicted to them that at some point people would see their life reflected, and that we would have a chance to step up and really step up into that consciousness. And we are preparing that with this kind of thoughts. So I welcome you inviting that new time into our lives. Leonard always said, we are here to uplift people and not to put them down. It doesn't mean that we can't have a different opinion, but we are in general uplifting people. We want the good in the situation to come out. So let's do a little meditation at the end, and we can close our eyes and we can do the 20 connected breaths together, and specifically the silent connected breath, meaning 4 short and 1 long breath, so gently and so softly that it doesn't make a sound, closing our eyes and just breathing in 4 short breaths, 1 long breath. Connecting our body through the breath to spirit. Connecting our heart to all people, our enemies as much as our friends. They're all the same. These labels have no meaning. And we can connect ourselves to the loving presence of wise masters. And that includes, of course, Leonard, now from a different perspective in his own consciousness, watching over us. All spiritual masters and divine beings that are taking care of humanity, divinely guided. And Jesus, in these special nights, these 12 nights between Christmas and the New Year, the Christ consciousness he brought to this planet to uplift humanity, to embed the divine consciousness in all of us. The immortal yogi masters, and of course Babaji's presence in our hearts. And we feel our heart expanding in that presence of the masters and our natural divinity. This is our natural divinity. We are naturally divine. And all our wishes for all of humanity, for all of the animals, for nature, we can give them to Babaji and to each other to radiate this in 2022 on this planet. Real love of brothers and sisters, not allowing any division or separation, but knowing our oneness. Affirming that our body is healthy and alive. That all our physical needs are met. All of humanity, that all people on this planet have enough to eat. All people on this planet are secure and safe, have shelter, and feel the love of this world, of the Creator that we are. Let's ask for the awakening of consciousness inside of us, the all-knowing truth that we are all one, that everything unites in love, and that we can forgive the past, and be grateful to be alive at this time. Thank you. So be it. Take 3 deep, noisy breaths. Heidrun, you would like to share anything? Okay, thank you for being here, all of you here, and all you wonderful souls out there. This was my little gift, our little gift to you from Reba, and I say that also in the name of Sarah Dawn and Peace Virginia Arnold and Irene Jovi Bauman. So all the Reba team is wishing you a wonderful, beautiful, happy, healthy 2022, and be well, and we are connected. Om Namah Shivaya. I will finish now this meeting. Be well. Ciao.